The days are dwindling down to a precious few, as the song goes, and tomorrow is a special evening in honoring our seniors. It will be exciting, emotional, a little sad to see them here for the last time, but a moment to reflect on what they've meant to this program, from fifth-year players like Matt Shrigley to a fifth-year transfer like Valentine. We need to make sure we do what we've done, I think, for 10 or 11 straight years, win the game. And that is the motive, but it will be very nice to see families come and participate in the last home game for this group of really, really important seniors. We play a team that beat us at their place. They've struggled since we beat them, or since they beat us. We looked early on like we might score 70, 80 points. We had 32 points with 4.5 to go in the half, and went on a drought where we scored 55 for the game, 57 for the game. So we have to be able to score the ball. Air Force scored 60. That should win for you. So we've got to come out and guard like we did the first game, maybe a little better, and put the ball in the basket like we did for 17 minutes or 16 minutes in the first game. We were hurt when Malik Pope got hurt with 14:22 to go. Hindsight is always on point. I wish that I had played Val in that first game. DMP coach's decision, he was not hurt. And he will play tomorrow. And hopefully he'll be able to play effectively for us against all the movement and action that Air Force gives you at the defensive end. So looking forward to it. We want to try to get out of that 5-6 or 6-11 playing game, and winning tonight will be, or tomorrow will be important, as well as Saturday's game, but we need to find a way to win against Air Force. Anything?
Can you talk about, I guess, each of the seniors? Just something, your thoughts, your memories of each guy?
I'll start with Valentine, who came in as a bit of an unknown when he decided to transfer. I had not seen him play, looked at stuff, and I said, if we can get him, we need to pursue him because he gives us a little bit of what Skylar Spencer gave us. And he's done that. He's done that. He's played really hard, probably looking at minutes played, saying, should he have gotten more? But what he's delivered for us is a rebounder, shot blocker, defender inside, has been significant. He's a wonderful young guy. Hard to get him to talk too much, but he has a sense of humor, they tell me, and we've had the privilege to have him here for just a short time, and I think when he leaves and people go back and say, where'd you go to school, he will mention first and foremost San Diego State. I know he's enjoyed his experience. De'Aro Williams has been what everybody likes if you're in our business. He's been a grinder. He's stayed the course even when he hasn't gotten to play. He's fought even when he's practiced hard and effectively and still hasn't gotten to play. That's easy to say, hard to do. We've used De'Aro as an example. He has a goal to go to med school. He's a kinesiology major now. He comes from a family that value education above all else. He wants to play. He wants to win, but he knows the fact that basketball has been good to him and provided him this opportunity. He will go to med school. He's going to go, and San Diego State has a wonderful summer abroad program. He's going to go participate in that, but eventually he will go to med school. Matt Shrigley is our fifth-year senior from La Costa Canyon, and he typifies our program with tough, team-oriented players that all they want to do is win. He's been bitten with the injury bug way too much. He's had what we've had as a team this year. He's had it his whole career. And it's been unfortunate. The moment he gets healthy and starts playing well, something else has popped up on him. He has not let that take his attitude or disposition or work ethic. I love his competitiveness. He is someone that will be greatly missed for both his on-court performance. He had 16 and a half of a game recently at Vegas, and his toughness defensively. He's become an extremely reliable, dependable defender and teammate, and he will be missed. And Dakari Allen holds a special place for us also, someone that has seen tough moments, and we all relate back to, I believe it was the Duke game in the NCAA tournament where he played 3 seconds or 10 seconds or 30 seconds. And I apologized to him after that and said that shouldn't have happened. And it hurt him. It hurt him deeply. He's got great pride in who he is. His dad in particular, dad and mom, were what, if you want to write a case study on what parents can do for their sons, talk to them. Because they said, when he said, should I transfer? Will I they said, you're going nowhere. You went there for all the right reasons. You're going to stay the course. They will be good for you. You will be good for them. And it played out just that way. He is the best defender in our league. He relishes the fact that he can guard 1 through 5. He's become an outstanding scorer now. Probably not getting him quite enough shots. His effective field goal percentage, his field goal percentage inside the three-point line, I know leads the conference and is one of the leading percentages in the nation. He's worked so hard at his game that you hate to see it come to an end for us. He'll play someplace and have an opportunity because of who he is and what he does. A group that will be missed by all.
I think this is the first year I can remember that you didn't go into the conference tournament as the #1 seed. But given that you're playing on neutral court for everybody except UNLV, and you're going to have to play the top teams anyway in the later rounds, I mean, obviously it hurts that you didn't win the conference regular season champion, but is there really any disadvantage to not being the #1 seed in the conference tournament on neutral court?
Well, there's a distinct disadvantage if you play on Wednesday. It makes you have to play 4 games. If that's what we are, then that's what we are, and we will play like crazy to play 4 games. If we're a 5 seed, then you're going to have to win 3 games, which is what we had to do previous. And your point's well taken. The teams in our league that you would play, especially in the first game, they're all good. They're all capable of beating one another. So whether you're a 1st seed playing the 8-9 winner or you're a 5 seed playing the 4th game, probably not a tremendous amount of difference. The difference comes in from a fatigue standpoint, preparation standpoint, if you can somehow avoid the playing game. But we might be there. It'll depend on what happens tomorrow and Saturday. But the bottom line is we're capable of going in and winning 3 or 4 games. We are. We're not the Lone Ranger. There are multiple teams that are talking that, multiple teams that will not be at the #1 seed that are capable of doing that.
I wanted to ask you just if you could expand a little bit on D'Arrow. Is he a little bit of a throwback in the sense that he truly is a student athlete, student first? I mean, obviously pre-med, everyone knows is a very, very hard major, and the demands of Division I athletes now are far more than what they ever have been in the past, and doing those 2 things at once. very, very difficult.
I don't want to say that we don't have, or nor others don't have students who are basketball players. We do. D'Arrell is a rare exception because of his academic load. San Diego State, like many schools now, provides an ample opportunity to take online classes, and you can get your schedule where it doesn't conflict with any of your extracurriculars. For us, basketball. D'Arrell does not have that luxury. He has classes that he has to take. They are classes where you go, you have to go. And unfortunately, when they're offered, is during practice time. So you've seen us, first semester this year, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, he had to leave for a 2 o'clock class. So in essence, he couldn't practice 3 days a week. Now, he has a class until 1 o'clock. So he doesn't get in for the first part of practice. But you have to, we said you have to do what you're doing. We'll make it work. He's done extra. He's gotten in the gym by himself. He's done all the things you can do to stay ready and stay prepared, and still performed in the classroom. So he's been unwavering in his commitment to himself. He came here for basketball. I don't know that he knew coming in he was going to go to med school. He might have. But most people change their mind 10 times. Once he got committed, this is what I'm going to do, I'll be shocked if he doesn't become a doctor as we move forward. And it's a focus, it's a concentration, it's a commitment, it's what you want on the basketball floor that he's providing on the basketball floor and in the classroom. So from that standpoint, you're probably right. Not many like him in the country, not just here in athletics at San Diego State.
Steve, obviously this is kind of uncharted territory for your program, at least recently, being on the cusp of that 5th and 6th seed with 2 games left. What's sort of the message and the attitude of your team right now? I mean, you guys still have everything that is achievable in terms of getting to the NCAA tournament right in front of you. Obviously the road's going to be a little bit more difficult, but I'm wondering, how are you guys approaching these last 2 games given the adversity you've had to go through this year?
We're talking about some of the things you talked about when you asked the question. We're saying you can't take back what's happened, but you can learn from it. You can be determined, and when close games present themselves, which they will, find a way to take a deep breath, know that you're good, be confident you're going to be successful, and make the appropriate play, like we've done, but not done often enough. Like we did at Fresno, like we did against Nevada. And you have to be able to perform. We have, as we speak, 3 practices before we end our regular season. So we're not going to change the world with what we do on the practice floor. But you've got to have a concentration and a belief and a commitment that you're going to do everything you can to be successful. And confidence is paramount. You have to know that you're going to be successful. We at times say, close your eyes, play the game, play it successfully. You have to be able to do that. You can't doubt. If doubt creeps in, it will show. And it's happened for us at times. Will it change? I sat here 8 games ago and said we could go 8-0 or we could go 50-50. And we've pretty much gone 50-50 with a win streak and then lose a couple. So looking ahead, I will say the same thing. We could win 5 or 6 straight and play in the NCAA tournament. And that's what we're going to focus on. But it starts with just you taking care of you. And if you do that, you have a chance.